Thank you, Mr. Chair. Now, colleagues, in the wake of the Trump administration's decision to abdicate U.S. climate leadership, I'm proud to say that my home state of California stepped up. We stepped up to engage directly with the international climate community, building coalitions and reaching bilateral agreements necessary to continue to advance ambitious climate policies at the time. And as demonstrated in the committee documents, Mr. Chair, and as you've so well pointed out, large oil companies and trade associations have actively worked to undermine those efforts. And they've continued to make investments that are inconsistent with the goals of the Paris Agreement. Now, meanwhile, California has continued its global climate leadership, leading other subnational governments and organizations across the country under the U.S. Climate Alliance to keep the Paris targets within reach and to preserve our environmental progress. Now, in 2022, when it appeared that oil producers suppressed supply to drive up prices and rake in record profits amid the highest inflation in 40 years, California took on the industry by creating an independent watchdog, the Division of Petroleum Market Oversight. California also authorized the California Energy Commission to stop price gouging and further hold the industry accountable. The new division will closely monitor the industry daily to identify unethical or illegal behavior and refer any violation of law, including industry misconduct or market manipulation, to the State Attorney General for prosecution. My first question is for Dr. Supran. Among the documents released by this committee, is there evidence that the oil industry coordinated to control prices and exploit consumers?
I have yet to review the documents themselves. As was indicated, they were only just released. I've reviewed the report that accompanied them. So forgive me for only having a superficial understanding of all the documents.
That's okay, but based on that report and your expertise.
Yeah, my impression is that the documents reveal that many of the trade associations and third parties that have affiliated with these companies have worked often on their behalf, in some cases to do their bidding, in some cases to do their dirty work when it comes to both disinformation and lobbying in service of the fossil fuel industry's interests, yes.
Thank you. Follow-up question for Ms. Eubanks. From your experience on the tobacco litigation team at the Department of Justice, how important is it to have a public entity like the Division of Petroleum Market Oversight in California to monitor industry and document unethical or illegal behavior?
Your microphone, please.
That would have been wonderful. We didn't have anything like that in our case.
But the value here?
Yes, I think it is value in such a thing.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I raise this because, well, number one, proud of California's leadership, but number two, our colleague, Senator Kennedy, was trying to go on and on comparing the rise in energy costs between one administration and another administration when the data is absolutely clear. There was a decrease in the supply made available, completely under the control, a choice made by industry that significantly raised prices on consumers. And so let's put the responsibility where it deserves to be placed and bring forward accountability based on that. Dr. Supran.
Thank you, Senator. I do recall now one specific data point from the new documents, which reveal that whilst Shell Oil Company worked hard to promote a public image in support of taxing carbon, it fretted internally about the fact that it was part of the Western States Petroleum Association, which, as I said, was doing its bidding to try to kill off a proposal for a carbon tax in Washington State.
So, thank you very much. And
thank you.
Mr. Chairman, in closing, just the side-by-side headlines can't make the point any clearer. When you have record high prices and record profits, we know exactly what's going on. Consumers are smart. Thank you.